which is in a sorted way. This is a sorted. So in case of unsorted array, first we go with an array. Okay, that is a base. So array is nothing but which is a space which is used to store the information what we gave. Okay. So you can assume this as a list, okay, list also. So inside a list, we have certain compartments. Each compartment holds a certain value, okay. So this compartment have length of 6. So length means it starts from always 1 and ends at 6 here, okay. So it will be increment by 1. So it will be plus 1 here. Up to it will go to 6, okay. So similarly, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is an array which holds a 6 elements to it. Always the index of array starts from 0. Okay, yesterday we saw the index always starts from 0. The length always starts from 1. Okay, and that's why I added 0 here. Also the 1 here. Okay. Also we saw certain things like positive indexing. Okay, positive indexing means it will go from this side which starts from 0 and the increment by 1 to the n value. N is what is n means n is the last value here. Okay. So it will start from 0 and plus 1 up to n it will go. So the other thing what we called C is negative indexing. Like yesterday we saw negative, right? So negative is like negative index goes from -1 to -n. Okay. This index will be always decremented by -1. Above is positive 1, but it always starts from -1, not the 0. So this is the basic concept of array which used to store the elements in a sequence order. It can be sequence order or unsorted order. That's where data structures and algorithms comes actually. We have list, tuples, and the hash list, hash map, linked list. Linked list is kind of a simple array. We have some complex data structures like hash maps, pointer objects. These and all will come when you learn data structures and algorithms part. But assume linked list is kind of a basic array. Okay. So this is an array, how we used to store the elements. Assume like a compartment. Inside each compartment, there are values will be stored. Always the index will start from 0 and it will increment to n plus 1. The starting index will be 1. There are two kind of indexing. One is positive indexing. Then another is negative indexing. Negative index starts from -1. Positive index starts from 0. Always the length value will be starts from 1. Okay. So while calculating the length, you should not say 0 to 5. It is 6 actually. So because length will start from 1. Okay. So this is the array. So we saw the same thing yesterday. We will have an index number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the variable name is language here. So what is variable name and what is a value? Okay. Whenever we want to define some variable, we have to give two things. Okay. One is variable name, then another is the value. Okay. Okay. This is a value. For example, in case if you want to create a variable name, there are certain rules in creating variable name in Python. Okay, this we called as naming conversation. So all programming language will have its own naming conversation. Okay, for example, you have to give something like this lower underscore you can give, but you cannot give the values in like a numbers. Okay, so there are Python will have certain naming conversation, but assume you should not. These are the meaningful naming conversation. You should not give something like it should start with a number. So this is an invalid variable because you should not always start with number. You can start with the numbers at the underscore at end, but make sure it's not started with. But also you cannot use all special characters in the variable name. So the naming conversation list will be given in the LMS. Just check it like how you can give. But assume to start with, you have to give a variable name and a corresponding value to it. Okay. So in this case, I'm starting to create a first variable that is my string. Okay. This is my first variable. Inside that, you can give something like Python is my favorite programming programming So either you can create a single value to it, or you can create a multiple value to it. Okay. So this is a big string what I have created. I have used a quotation inside it. There is a value. Okay. So if you can print it, is press shift enter. So it will get printed. We can create like this, or we can create without a space, but make sure the next character is caps to make a good naming conversation in the variable. So in case of while going for interview or writing a code, try to follow good variable name conversation, because that is noted. You cannot give some random name to a variable. Give some proper variable name. That is most important. Okay. So for example, I gave a data with space right there. Now I give a single amount of variable. So to access the first element of the variable, what I told, we have to give string I of the first index 0. Python came right. If I want to go to the last index, give -1. So -1 comes. Okay. So in case if I want to go to the middle index, that is 2, right? So give 2. So in case if you want to go from 0 to 2, that means 0, give colon, then give it as 2. Okay, this will go from 0, 1, 2. Similarly, you can use negative index also. If you want to go from -1 to -3, it will come from, sorry. Similarly, you can do minus indexing also in this way. This how we can create a string. Okay. So for example, we created a data variable. Okay, a is equal to 10 and b is equal to some string. Okay, but we want to know what is the data type of it. We have seen three data types like int, float, string, right? So in this condition, if we want to know the data type of a variable in Python, you can type as type and give the variable name, whatever you created. Then Python will automatically tell what that variable name belongs to. Okay. In other programming language, we have to manually give it. But in case of Python, we can give it, Python will suggest us what kind of variable it belongs to. So this how we can create a type of a variable. In case if we want to know what is the length of the variable or what we have created. Okay. So in case of string, so we have created my string, right? I want to know how many characters are there in my string. So length is a predefined function which is already written in Python. You can use it. Give a string. Okay, it gives 41, right? So in case if you don't know anything what that function means, you have to type help and give the function name. Okay, so it will tell what this function do. In case there is a function length, right? I don't know what this function do. Okay, so it will you can ask for the help with Python. So it will tell help on object function len in the module built-ins. Okay, it will return the number of items in the container. That means it will return the how many characters which are there in the string. Okay, so either you can use help to get the values. Okay, this is one thing. uh, so this how you can create a variable and get the data type of it and understand the length of it. In case of if you have any issues in it, you can use help function to do it. So for example, I will take some random string, okay, from Wikipedia. So in case if I want to create a longer sentence, right? Uh, in that case, I for this is my longer sentence. Okay, so I want to create a line by line sentence. So in that case, we don't need to put everything here. So we have something called long strings. Okay, so long strings. So long strings can be created in this way. Okay, so it is like similar to tuple how you create, but it is not tuple. So what you have to do is like, so if you want to create a line by line, but combine it everything at once. So I want to keep this as my first sentence. Okay. Uh, then give the next. Make sure there should not be any comma here, like how we create dictionaries. Okay. So this is my next string. Uh, this is my another string. So in case if I want to create a long string, so we can create like this, okay. So this is a long string. So instead of having it a single line, if you have a lot of characters to show it, so you can use the similar way, which will help on doing it. Okay. The next thing what we are going to see is a string replace. Okay. How string replace can be done is so this is my string. Okay, so I want to make this Python as Java. Okay, what we can do. So before doing the string replace, we will ask for help. What does this function mean? So what you have to do, str dot replace. Okay, this is a pre-built function, so we need to ask for help. Okay, so what it says, the optional argument count is given only the first occurrence are replaced. Okay, wherever the first occurrence of Python is there, if optional argument is given, it will replace this Python with the option what we give. So this function accepts two values. Okay, so you have to give the old string in case this is our long string, and also new what you have to replace. So in this way we can replace it. For example, I'm taking this long string. Okay, so I want to replace this Python as Java. It is quite straightforward. Get the string, then type as replace. That is a pre-built function. The open bracket close bracket is to give the arguments to the function. So I want to replace this Python, okay, with this is my old word. Then that needs to be replaced with Java. Then enter. So you can see now in my same old sentence, Python got replaced with Java. Okay, this how you can replace a string in Python. So you can do this in your own code also. For this, we have to write functions. Okay, so this is the Python someone has already written with function, so we are using it. Okay, but if we want to use our own logic also, we can do it. Okay, this how we can uh, uh, do the replace. But one thing is, you have to store this replaced value into some variable. Okay, so if I point the again print this variable, it is showing as Python. Okay, Java is not showing. The reason was because we don't store this value into a certain variable. Okay, so you have to save it into a new variable. To do that, it is similar to how we declare a variable. Give us new underscore new. Then if you print that variable, so we will have Java there. So whenever replacing it, make sure that variable is stored into another variable, so that it will get updated in the source. Otherwise, you can able to see the print only. It will not get modified. Okay. Any doubts on this? Any doubts on it? Anyone have doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. All right. So we will see about f string actually. Okay. So string replace as that's it. Actually, there is no muching in string replace. Use it how you want it, but make sure that is stored into an variable. Okay. The next is f string. Okay. So most people don't know f string actually. So mostly they will use these two things. But f string is used when you will need to print the something, the variable with the input. For example, if you want to use the variable to print along with some default text, right? On that time, f string is more important. For example, I am creating a variable called uh, name. Okay, so this is my variable name, and so last name is this one. Okay, so and I'm putting an age. Okay, so if I want to print this, normally what we will do, we will print like a name, comma, last name, comma, age, like this we will put, right? So if I want something like my name is Ram and my age is um my name is Ram and my age is like something like this. If we want to print, we have to use the f string when combining both the strings in the print statement and with my variable. To do that, that is very simple. Instead of quotation, before we go quotation, give the f. That is a formatted string. Okay, if you are telling Python, I will say some mapping format, but don't print that from the print statement. Take it from the variable declared. Okay. So, for example, I'm giving my name is like this. Then to access the variable, we have to give the curly braces. Okay, that's it. Uh, last underscore name, then press enter. So now you can see, this the same thing you can do it in Python normal way also, like how we can do. So instead of this, you can have this last underscore name. Okay, this will also give the same output. But what happens is, if you want to combine and my age is age, you cannot do that in this way. Okay, so it will get only the last name. You can use percentage d also, but that is like not more conventional and Pythonic way to do programming. The more Pythonic way to do is use the f string. Okay, so f string is used to combine both of these things. Okay, so if no doubts, we can move to next part. So we have seen f string also. Now the next part is string join. Okay, joins in string. So I will just go through f string once again. So f string is used to print something in a formatted way. F defines for formatted string here. So my name is, give the curly braces of the variable name declared here and do this. Like as much you need, put it here. You can do this in this way also, but you cannot use multiple variables. Okay, you can do this in percentage d, how we do in C programming, but that is not Pythonic way of doing it. The more appropriate way to do in Python is f string. Okay, uh, all right. The next is string join. We will see about string joins. So there are so normally all programming language have joins, right? We will see string joins. Okay, so what a string joins is, we will combine two, three strings. Okay, there are two ways to combine. I will start with the basic way and will tell some proper way to do it. First is, I want to combine things like a comma a is like cat. Okay, b and c. Okay, I'm defining a multi-line variable here. So these are the three variables I have created. Okay, so I want to make this string as an animal string. Okay, what I can do, I can make this a b c. So it will do like this. Okay, it will come like this. Again, what I can do, I can give a space, then plus. So similarly, give a space and press enter. Yeah, make sure there is a space. So we can do like this. Okay, but this are all not like a good way of coding it. Okay, so what we can do, create a variable called animals. Okay, so make sure there is a comma between all of them. So the next is use join function, dot join, then then straightforwardly give the variable names A, B, and C. Okay, now we have a animals. Okay, now it looks good, right? The code also looks good, right? So you can do that way also. The more appropriate ways to do in Python is using this way. So again, you can combine this with f string and do it. To combine it with f string, then print. You to do f string, put f there, then type animals, then close it. Then f string, we need a curly braces. Okay. So then similarly, you should not close it here. So the can anyone say what is the error here? What is the error here? Can someone identify it? Can someone identify what's the error here? Why this is coming? Because we gave strings and all these things, right? Similar to here. Can someone say what's the error? Any guess? Okay. Someone told it. Arisha. Okay. That's right. Actually, you have to give double string. Okay. Uh, Also, the print is wrong. Okay. There are two errors. Fine. So this how you can properly join something on Python. Okay. So I told the Pythonic way of joining it, right? So alternatively, you can use plus and do it. That will also work good, but it will run slowly. Okay. When we are seeing the time and space complexity, in that case, it will run slowly. That's it. Okay. This how you can join strings in Python. So the next part is how you can convert something into upper, lower, and title. Okay, so I will tell what is upper first. Upper means all the characters will be shown in uppercase. Okay, all will be all caps. Then we will have something called lower. Lower will make all lower. Then title will make first caps. Okay, first letter um, caps. Okay, so that's it. So it is straightforward. So you can create something called Python like this. Okay, so if you want to make it upper, type as a dot upper, then call it. But same here, whatever I told for. Can anyone say why we have changed it to upper? Still, it is showing this way. So what's wrong in our code? Why it is not converting into uppercase? Even we used upper here. Can anyone say what is the reason?
We need to save it into another variable.
We need to store into another variable when we are doing any operation in the function side. Okay. So, but when we goes to pandas and numpy, this will change. Okay, that depends on the operation. But assume in these areas you have to store it into a variable to make it effective. So similarly, to make this as a lower variable. Okay, so now if we want to check the tilt, a title. Uh, Okay, so you can see first letter got changed into uppercase, so that is title. The next thing is what we will see is about strip. Okay, strip is nothing but it will try to strip the things into certain format. Okay, we'll see what that is. So, for example, I'm creating one code like F1. Okay, so you can create a variable like this, but make sure it is underscore is there. So there are some extra characters like percentage n, percentage t are like which is there. Normally, percentage n means like new line, right? Percentage t will becomes when there is an when there is we want to give some tab and all. So this way we will have percentage n and t in some cases. Okay, we will have this. So on those cases, just 1 minute. Sorry, just give me a minute. Hello. Hey, ஒரே நிமிஷம் அந்த அவங்க இது இருக்குல்ல அதை மட்டும் எடுத்து கிளிப்பு இது உடஞ்சிரும். இது உடஞ்சிரும். Okay. Am I audible? Sorry. Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are
Okay.
audible.
Okay. Okay. So we are seeing about strip, right? For example, some of the variable will have certain things like this. Okay, percentage and percentage d. Whenever we scrap some things from online, right, the HTML things also will come in, and some extra characters will also come. Okay, some scrapped. Okay. So in this case, we want to remove that this with normal way. Okay. So what we can do, we can use strip function to do it. Okay. So strip is an inbuilt function. So you can so to do that, strip new like f1 dot strip you can give. So it is f underscore one. So this way we can strip it. Okay. For example, if I print the f underscore one, so it like it's not looks good. But when we see this one, so it got removed those extra values like percentage and new line and percentage d. So these kinds of things are removed. So like when this and all will useful is when you are normally coding, it will not be useful. But when you are doing things like doing scrapping some text from websites or something like that, right? In those cases, this will be helpful. Okay, but just understand what it is there. That would be sufficient for now. Then maybe we'll see about split now. So split is like splitting a sentence into multiple spaces when there is a need. Okay, that's the split. Um, for example, if I want to create a, I'm creating a sentence here. Okay, sentence. This is my sentence. A B C D E F G H. Okay. Okay, I want to split all by an empty characters. Wherever the space is there, I want to split there. and store those into a list variable. Okay, by default it automatically stores into a list. Okay, so you can create something called words. So then give the sentence dot split, then call this function. Then if you print this words, it will split by wherever the uh, string is there. Okay, wherever the match is there. But in some cases, what happens is like you want to split it by where there is something called comma, right? So I want to split it by comma. That is same case, but give comma here. Okay, then it will get splitted with respect to comma. This is kind of a basic splitting what you can do with Python when you can do it as string. But if you want to do advanced splitting, we have to use regex kind of things, right? So regex we should use. Escape characters, I will explain. Before going to explain characters, we will see how we can use combining all these things, whatever we saw above. So we can combine this also, okay? We can mix up all these things and do certain things. For example, so I'm creating a variable one. So this have certain things like uh, hello world, okay? So I want to first replace the hello world with the hello. So to do that, what we have to do, first we will convert this into a lowercase. To do this, dot lower, call this function lower. Okay, now it will be looked into lower. Before going into lower, I want to strip it. So call the strip here, dot strip. Okay, first it will strip it, then it will convert it into lower, then do the replace. I will make the hello will be lower right now because h we already converted to lower. We should give us hello here, not h as caps because we already converted into lower. Hello should be replaced with uh, Python world. Okay, so stripped is an error. So hope this is clear. Now what I did is instead of whatever we saw it, it's not like you have to do one operation in one time. You can do a number of operations in a number of times. That's what the power of Python. So you can save this into variable new. You can again you can do a number of operations, but you can combine all this and perform operations. That's what I can say. Okay. The next what we will see about escape characters. So we have mostly I will tell about two things. One is percentage n and percentage t. We already see there, but I just want to iterate over it. Percentage n will be used to uh, percentage n will be used to get a new line in a string when you are printing. Percentage t will use to give a tab. Okay, these are two things we'll see. So, for example, I'm printing a string. This is first line. That means then I want to print the whatever it is next in next line. This is second line. Okay. So you can see it got printed with a space. The reason is we added a space here. Okay, this is first line. The next line comes in next line. So even you can do this in this way also. But if you do this in this way, it will be combined into one line. But if you want to add a new line, you have to use a split character. So in case if you need a space here, like we have added a tab here, right? Similarly, so similarly, you can add a tab by pressing percentage %t. So there will be a tab added. So it's like how we add tab in system. The compiler will automatically add a tab and print it. So this is about strings actually. Any doubts on strings? Any doubts on strings?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. So we will see about numbers. Okay. So numbers, I told there are certain things in numbers. One is integer, then another is float variable. Then we have something called floor division modules and powers. So we'll explain that what that means. So and also certain operators like how we can convert decimal values, strings, and all. Then apart from that, we will see something like operator proceedings, like some board mass rule, what operator will get executed first and all. Okay, in this part. So first we will see about integer. So integers are nothing but numbers. So if you want to declare an integer variable, similar to how we declare an string variable, just give the string. To know the, you can print it by my int. Okay, so it will give us integer. Then if you want to know the type of this variable, type as my underscore int. Okay, so it will be the integer variable. If you want to do all in same, you have to use print f string. Then the value is my int. Okay, along with that, we have to give the type to understand the type of it. Type as type should be type also should be given in f string type. Then the value should be passed inside it. It is my int. Okay, then close it. Then you can get the type is about 5 class int and the value is 5. Okay, so this how you can create an integer which is straightforward like whatever we saw previous case. I'm just replicating this code here and making this to float variable. Okay, this is my float variable. So you can see previously it showed the class type as int. Now it will show the class type as float value is 5.2 and the class is float, right? So class is like this is a type class. Okay, this is an int, this is a float. Similarly, what we have seen here, it is like an somewhere we saw a string. It will might show. Ah, okay. So the next is like this. There are two things, right? There are int and float. So we have certain decimal operators also. We'll see it in the later point. But what happens is when you do some division of two integer values, right? It will be always of float. Okay, so you can get this like this. So to do this, we have to do typecasting. So I will say in a simple way, if you divide a 1 divided by 1, it should be 1. Okay, but you will get as 1.0. If you want to make that as int, just put as int here and run it. It's called typecasting. Okay. So when you want to convert some variable from one data type to another data type, that's called as a typecasting. So we'll say typecast. So as you see here, you can convert int to float or float to string. Like this is a dual way chart. You can convert into float, float to int. Like this we can do. So if you want to convert variable from one data type to another data type, you can do typecasting. So this is one thing. It will be always in the this value. So and the most important part is next one is for example, if you want to add two variable, three values, okay, value 0 0.1, 0 0.1, 0 0.1. Can anyone say what is this output? So can anyone say what is the output of it? What is the output of this value? If I print it, what it will come?
Point 3.
Okay, so zero point 0.3, right? So we will verify if val is equal to 0.3. Okay, we will verify this. Then print yes true. In case of else, we'll see that value what it is. Okay. Okay. See, the values are different. Okay, because the floating points might vary when in case of Python. Okay, it will go up to certain floating points. So whenever we are doing this kinds of operation, make sure we convert it to integer format. And if in case of integer format, the value becomes 0 directly, right? So make sure verifying it, we should not verify it with this way. So there would be different way of verifying it. So this is a wrong way. Just identify how we can do it properly. Okay, so 0.3 is wrong. So this is the right answer. Maybe if you are attending any interviews kind of things, this question may arise. So just don't give 0.3 as answer. It is a wrong value. Okay, so there are binary floating pointing pitfalls. Okay, there are many pitfalls in this way. So you should either go with a decimal way of doing it. So matching two float values in Python is bit bad. Okay, so make sure you are doing it in the right way. So there are things like we'll see about floor division. This symbol is called as floor division in Python. If you divide it by 6 divided by 6, it is 1.0, right? In case of 6 double 6 is 1. Because this is a float value, this will give us an int value. Okay, so similarly, you can divide at something 7 divided by 5 will give the value in the floating way. But if you want the output in integer way, give double divided by same 5, it will give in the this way. I hope this is clear. You understand what is divisions. This is normal division. It will give the directly the float value. But to get the integer value, use the double thing. Okay, right. The next is modulus. So modulus we know already, which is like. So can anyone say what modulus will give? It will give quotient or the remainder. What the modulus give? What is the output of this modulus? Quotient or the remainder?
Remainder.
Okay, so this will give the remainder values of it. Then we have something other than this called as power. So how we will use power symbol, right? So in that, similar to that, you have to use 3 stars in Python. So you can try this also. This will give the quotient, I guess, but this will give the power option. Okay, so double star defines power, so instead of this you have to use this in the Python. So that's the little naming module operator conversation in the Python. Okay, so make sure this and this are clear. So this is to get the output in a floating point. If you want to get in an integer, give the double slash. Okay. So this is um, about the floor modulation. We have seen int and floor. So apart from that, we have certain things called decimal values. Okay, in Python. So I have attached this decimal value conversion notebook in Python. So whatever we are discussing, you can. This is a library. Okay, which is already there. To import a library, what we have to do, uh, the same naming conversation we can follow from decimal. Import star means it will import all the modules, but we don't need all the modules. We just need a decimal module. Okay. To do that, what we can do, first we'll create a float value. equal to decimal of the will give some value of 0 1. Okay. So if we want to convert this float into decimal, we will have a value like this way. So this is the decimal value. The float got converted into decimal. Okay. Okay, this is a number conversion only. Similarly, we will create a string value. Okay, we can convert string also decimal, right? So I will give the same 0.1, but will give as string here. Okay, so we'll check this string value. So you can see both are different, right? So whenever giving in this way, but make sure we gave it correctly to avoid the things. As I told, if you want to add this 0.3 as output to come as 0.3, right? What we have to do? Add three decimals here. So now we got the 0.3. Whatever we see here will get matched. Okay, so to do this, you have to use the decimal workaround. Okay, to avoid this. Okay, this is a fix around for this. Okay, to do it properly. So can anyone say what is Bodmas rule? What is Bodmas defense? Anyone have idea about Bodmas? Right. Okay. Bodmas is like a normal rule which is not only meant in Python. So which is already in all whenever we are doing some operation in Python or in any mathematical operation, BODMAS rule applies. Okay. So like for what thing weightage should be given first, okay. For addition weightage should be given, for the subtraction weightage should be given. So that's the BODMAS rule defined. Okay. B means bracket. First order executions will be inside the bracket values. The next will be the order, okay, whether square, root, cubes and all. Okay, the next will be the division will be done. The next multiplication, addition, subtraction. This is the BODMAS rule. Like what order the operation should be happened. Okay, first operation will be brackets. The next will be order. Take a square root, cube root, anything, whichever in the order which has a power to it. The next is division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Even in Python also, when you do an operation, for example, if I'm doing some operation like print uh, 1 plus 2 power uh, 3 divided by 6 means um, start here. Okay. So in this way also, first this operation will be done, then also the BODMAS rule apply. It will check what first bracket operation. So bracket will come inside. So after bracket, it will check what operation is there. There is an order power operation. This will be executed. Then multiplication, then plus. This order will be followed. So make sure all the code will be executed based on the BODMAS rule. Okay. So any questions on this number series? Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Yeah, but order should be maintained before division. Uh, any questions on this numbers? Anyone have questions? Okay. So then we'll go for conditional statement. This also we saw it yesterday, but whatever we are seeing or in the low level. Okay. So first thing we'll saw about how to truth values. Can anyone say what is Boolean? there are two values for Boolean. What are those? Boolean is what? What has it? Okay. So yeah. So Booleans are true or false. Okay. So to know the data type of the Boolean, I will create a value of equal to true. Then we'll go for a printed format. This value use value is then have it, then put as type, uh, then give as true, uh, then type enter. Again, there is a mistake. Okay, so this how you can check the data type of the Boolean. So along with that, what we can do, we have something called Boolean inside values also we can pass. How that can be done is we have something called bool. Okay, bool is a string keyword. In that, 0 means false. Okay, so that 0 means false normally. Along with that, boolean of 1 means true. Okay, so this is a predefined function. It is assumed means 0 means there is no value, 1 means there is certain value, which is similar to true or false. Okay, so for example, you have a list. Okay, list of A. Okay, then you have a list of B as some value is inside it. So you want to check whether there is a value in list of none. Then what you can do, type bool of A. It gives false. The reason is there is no value in the list. Similarly, you can type bool and type of B. It says true. The reason is there is a value in this list, so bool become true. There is no value in the A variable. There is no. Similarly, you can check for dictionary also. For example, I'm creating a dictionary with empty value and a B with some key and value. Okay, I'm putting key and 10. Okay, I want to check whether that dictionary has any value or not. Then type pass the bool. If A is false means because there is no value in this dictionary. In the same case, if I want to check the bool of B, it should be true. The reason is because it has the values to it. Okay. The next we will see along with this boolean, there are things like uh, certain operators. Okay, so we have things like equal to, which is an assignment operator. So this is will be for example, how this can be checked is 0 equal to 0 means it will output a boolean value. Okay, why it is both are matching, so that means it is a true. So in case if it is not matching, it will say as false. Okay, this is one way of verifying. So we can verify it opposite way. 0 not equal to 0. What is the output of this? Can anyone say what is this output of this? 0 not equal to 0. What will be the output of this? Can anyone guess what is the output of it? Either 0 here, see 0 equal to 0 means both are like both side LHS and RHS are matching, so it is true. Here LHS and RHS are not matching, so it is false. Similarly, we have not equal to symbol. So this symbol means not equal to. That means both LHS and RHS should not match. Okay, so it will be shown as false. Okay, so it's the same way. Whatever mathematics operators you have, like less than, then greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to, all the symbol you try to work out on it, all this way, similar way it will work. Okay, if you want to combine symbols, in that time you have to use AND gate. So I will tell how to use AND gate now. So there are three gates in Normally we have three gates: AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. So we'll start with AND gate. Okay, so what does AND gate does is, if there is a true, sorry, 0 means false always. If it is a false, it is a false. AND gate will get activated only there is true. Okay, rest all the time AND gate will be not active. Okay, so you can copy what like how I did directly, right? So you have to change this notebook to Markdown and paste this image. It will come here directly in the notebook. Okay, if you want to do it, copy the image, change this to market and paste the image. Okay, it will automatically come here. So AND is like this, right? What that means, like false and false means it is false. Okay, there is a false and true also false. The next AND gate is true and false is also false. In case of true and true only, it is true. Okay, this is the AND gate. So now we will see how we can use this gate in an if condition. Okay, for example, I have something called as if height. I will have some weight called height. Okay, height is equal to 160 and weight is equal to 50. Okay, if height height of the person should be greater than equal to 160 and the weight also should be greater than equal to 50, we will mention as good. Okay, so make sure there is a condition here, if condition. Okay, so we are getting good. Okay, so because this condition is also true, this condition is also true, so it got good. Okay, else keep as bad. Okay, in this case, if I want to change this 150, or it is a less than 70. Okay, so because this condition got failed, so this is a false and true condition. So in this case, it has become bad. Okay, so similarly, you can do OR gate also in Python. OR gate also, we can check see OR gate also. Will not explain it, but you can try it out. I will say what this OR gate means. OR gate will be active one if any one of the values are true. If both conditions are false, OR gate will not work. For example, the same scenario, we can work it down in OR gate. See, I have added a new cell, clicked on Markdown and paste the image directly, then press enter, RGate will come. So I will take the same code, but I want any one of the condition to be satisfied. Either he can be above 160 degree or he can be, the weight can be less than or greater than or equal to 50. In this case, I will get good because this condition got failed, this got passed. Okay. So my condition got worked. This is how you can use AND gate and OR gate in Python. Similarly, you can use NOT gate also, which is similar to it. Okay, you have to use NOT. I have covered if also as part of this. Else if also similar. We saw that yesterday, but I will write some codes to wrap up once again. For example, if you have something called a statement equal to true, okay. If statement means it will condition will come here, right? So this will come here. Okay. Similarly, if you have multiple conditions to check, okay. For example, you have a list of values like a can be 5 in one case. Okay. For example, I created a variable called a. If a equal to 5, Okay, then print here. Then I want to check a can be sometimes can be 10. Okay, then print here. So if both doesn't work, then you go here and print at the bottom. Okay, this is end condition. Here it is 5, here it is 10. So we have to use assignment operator. So for example, in this case, I gave a is equal to 5. This condition got worked. If I give 10, the second condition got worked. If I give 100, none of the condition will get satisfied. So it will go with the last condition. Okay. Uh, okay. So I have added some other tutorial links also. You can use this and check. It will have some detailed explanation. So whatever I gave are good enough to start coding, right? So like how we can use if else condition in different way also. For example, there is a language as a condition. It is like switch case what we use in other languages, but in Python we cannot use switch case directly. So we can use this. Okay. So we have language is equal to English. If lang equal to English, give the translation in this way. Okay, if it is LF means if a language is equal to Hindi, then do the language conversation like this. If LF condition, other language do whatever. If language doesn't match, then tell the user no language not found. Okay, this is one kind of use case where you can use it. Okay, so this is if else condition and AND gate, OR gate, and NOT gate. Any questions on this? Any questions? We will see about list now. I hope my voice is audible. Okay. So yesterday we saw how we can create a list, right? So if we want to create a list, an empty um, list is equal to, you can give like this. Okay. To similarly, if you want to know the data type of this list, uh, you can take this and put as type of my list. Then it will show the class as list. Okay. If you want to create a list of numbers, then give 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 6. Okay. Then like this also you can create. Then also you can create list of mixed data types. Okay. To create this, you can give a 0.2 comma 5 comma Python. Similar this way also you can create. Okay, this way we can create the list. Okay, to know the length of the list, we have to type len list of number. Okay, this will give the list of numbers. Similarly, to know the list of multiple, just give length and type the number, so it will give the list of numbers. So this is one way of creating list. We can create a list inside list also. For example, if we want to give the coordinates as a list, this is x1 comma x2, this is x2 comma x3. This way also we can create a list. Also we can create an array also like this. Okay. So this how we can create multiple lists. So if we want to print a list one by one, we can use for loop for 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 a single core is coordinate I'm referring, print the sing core. So it will print one by one. In this way, we can able to create a single list and a mixed up data type list and a length of list and also multiple lists we can create. Okay. So this how we can create a list in Python. So we saw how we can lists are list values can be updated. We saw that yesterday. So lists are mutable or immutable. We saw this yesterday. So in case if we are going to edit some values, that is called as what? Mutable or immutable? Hello. What is that? Mutable or immutable? If I can edit a value in a list, that is called as what? Am I audible? Can someone say? Okay. It is a mutable. Okay. So I can change the value of the list. Okay. For this case, my list of index 0 is 0 here. If I want to edit this list, right, I have to give the same thing here, access this index first, then make this as 100, then you can check that list value. In this case, you should not assign a variable to this updation. Okay, so it will directly update it to it. So make sure while updating a variable, you have to make a copy of variable and do it. So this how you can update a variable. In case if you want to delete the same variable, copy this and it is straightforward. Give us del. Del is a keyword to delete it. Then give the list value. The first index will get deleted. Then you can print and check here. Okay, so it will get deleted. Now the 100 whatever we added will get deleted. Okay, this is how we can delete a value in a list and update a value. Access the index and update it, and you can delete it with the help of the indexing. Okay, the next is checking a certain values present in a list. Okay, so we have a list. Okay, so for example, we can create a language list like Java, Python, C++, then Go. Okay, these are the languages we have. So I want to check if any if Python is present in the list. To do that, what you have to do, take the variable here where I have to check in lang. Okay, if it is matched, mention as yes. Okay, yes, Python found. Okay, so what this will do, this will check for the match condition. If the value is present in the value, if it is matched, this will be matched. This can be used to check integer also, like for example, if 50 in a certain list. Okay, 10, 20, 3, 4. This will check if 50 is in the list. If it is yes, print as yes, 50 found, else. Okay, so it will print none because 50 is not found. If I put 55 here, 50 is found. So this is how we can update a variable. We saw how we can mutate it. Also, we can see how we can update check a values are there. Okay, so now we can check how we can update something in a list. Okay, so to do that, I will create a list. Okay, new list. 10, 20, 30. Okay, like this I have created list. I want to update, add a new value to it. That is called as append in Python. So what we have to do, take the new list and give as append, then enter the new string what to add. Okay, then you can print this list. The new value will append it to the old list. This like this we can append the value. Okay, we can do like this. So which will add a new value to the append. So there is another called as extend, similar to append. I will explain here. So now if we want to remove anything from a list, for example, I will take the same Python list. Okay, so I will take this language list. Now I want to remove Go language from this list. Okay, so what we can do, lang dot remove, uh, remove this Go. Okay, so if I print this language again, Go will get removed because I have removed this Go here. Okay, so this can be done in another way also. I want to combine this two condition code. For example, if Java found, remove it. Like that also we can write it. If in the lang Java or Go got found, then copy this part here and paste it here and make this as removed. Okay. So in this way, if Java is found in this list, it will get removed. In case if, and again, if you run this code, right, print, if you run, it will say it got removed. The reason is in the first cell we are creating the value. So if I run the same code again here, so it will say not found because it is already deleted in the previous part. So it will show as not found here. So hope this is clear. Okay. Next we will see about sorting of list. So in this case, why it got says removed is because we created the variable here and used it. In this case, we used the variable which is already removed. Okay. All right. The next part is about sorting the list. So we can sort a list in two ways. We'll start with base way. We can create a number list which is in unsorted order 10, 5, 9, 0. Okay. To sort the number list, give number dot sort. Okay. So this will get sorted, but it will not get printed. To make it print, just type it 1 second. So this time it will get printed. Okay, so you can similarly sort a wording also. So I will say how to do that. So create a word list equal to uh, a b is this z where. Okay, this also you can sort it. So to sort it, word dot underscore list dot sort, then so this will print as none. So again, you have to copy this and put it here. This will get printed because the output of this is none only because it's showing as none. But when you sort it, it will get sorted. A, B is this is there, but you can see Z got moved to last and where got come here. So this how you can sort it with sort. Okay. There is another way of sorting. I will just copy the same code here. You can sort it by call the sort function and pass the number inside it. Okay. There is some issue. It is not sort. I guess it is sorted. Okay. You can do this way also. Sorted is a keyword. Okay. You can change it. Color got changed. Either you can do this way or else okay, so if you use sorted sort value, it will change the original value. Okay, okay. For example, there is a list. If you do sort, it will change the original value. But if you see the number here again, it will be unsorted. Okay, this will not replace the original variable's value. This will just change and return it. To catch it, create a sort number variable and have it. Okay, so this will not change the original value, but dot sort will change the original value. So you should know, you should use where short to use where sorted should be used. Okay, while each list sorts in the list in place, and do it, but in the sorted list we'll sort it in the new value, but it will not do any operation in the original value. So this is sorted, this is not. Okay, so make sure you're aware of what is sort and what is sorted. Okay. Next, what we have is a list value, list extend. List extend is used to add a list into list. Okay. For example, uh, what we can say, I have a list of one. Okay. I have uh, age. Okay. Age 25, 30. Okay. Again, I have list 2. Inside list 2, I have some names. Okay. N1, N2, then N3. We have two lists. Okay, so if you want to combine these two lists, what we can do, we can combine this list with help of two things. One is extending it. Okay, what we can do, uh, I want to make this list 2 to go into list 1. We can do this way also. This is a normal way. Okay, you can do it like this, or else you can do in a Python. This is Python way of doing it. The normal traditional way is to list1 dot extend of list2. This will be stored into a list val of new value. Then run it. Then you can print it here. Printing. Okay, okay, got it. Got it. Okay. So you cannot store this into a variable. You can only extend it. So list 1 is there, list 2 is there. And what I did is I updated the list 1 and list 2. So if you do this, the original list will get modified, N1 and 2. Why this got executed two times means we ran this code two times. That's the reason. So in this way, it will not do any operation in the original code. So so this how you can extend a list. If you want to extend a list into a new variable, you can use extend it, or you use Pythonic way to just submit and you can do it. The next part is string reverse. This would be the last. Okay. For example, if you have a list, okay, my list, you want to reverse this order of the list. Okay, there will be sorting algorithms, right? So similarly, you can reverse it. How you can reverse it is straightforward. My underscore list, then call the reverse function. Okay, then my list will get reversed. Okay, so the most priority will give to the numbers, then it will show in the descending order. Okay, so here you have to give sorted. I guess sorted is equal to true. Now there is some argument we can use it. We'll check on this to do it in ascending and descending order. So by default it will go in a descending way. So to reverse it, give us dot reverse. So reverse to reverse the variable, extend to add another variable into inside the it. Then we saw about sorting to sort the values. Then dot remove to remove certain element from the list. Append to add a new value to the existing list. Then you can use if condition to check if a value of a list is defined. To delete a list, give delete then my list. Okay, or you can use remove also, dot remove, then give the index, it will get removed. To